At first, I thought this mouse was not gonna be for me. I mean, I don't really do fingertip. I'm more of a claw kinda hybrid palm grip. But surprisingly, after playing with it, I'm now considering maining it. Let's go ahead and check it out. Now that seems to be everything inside the box. Very nice and secured packaging. All of the accessories that you will be needing will come with the box. And I really like the top part of the box over here. It's like cloth, cotton. I don't know what material this is. But yeah, very nice unboxing. Now first impressions on the mouse. It is very light. It is definitely focused on the fingertip grippers out there. I can also see it being claw grip, like a little bit. I mean, it does have a pretty good amount of hump over here, but yeah, it is quite short, so it can be a little uncomfortable for some, especially if you have like bigger hands than mine. I have 18 by 8 centimeter hands, but yeah, I can actually see myself claw gripping this. But if you have like really small hands, I don't know, you might be able to palm grip this and be comfortable, as well as maybe a claw grip. But yeah, enough about the shape for now. I really like the look of it. I have the pink blue variation, which does look pretty nice and bright. But yeah, you can also get it in ice blue, pink, white, or black. And what's cool is the dongle also follows whichever color you pick for your mouse. But yeah, it is made out of magnesium. It is very durable. There's no flex over here. Solid. There's no rattle. The coating also feels pretty nice. I don't think I'm gonna be needing any grips here. But if you want to put grips, the box did came in with 2 pairs actually, with different designs. And talking about the design, I think they are very consistent over here with the cat design. I mean, it's the meow. There's some cat ears over here. This looks like a cat. This is a cat paw, I'm pretty sure. Some more cat paws. Even the scroll wheel. Dang. I have no problems with how it looks like. But okay, now let's go ahead and take a listen to the clicks. I have no problems with the sound and the feel of the switches. It does sound pretty similar to other magnesium gaming mice. I have the Omron optical switches over here, but you can also get it in the TTC Nihil transparent black dot switches. I personally prefer the Omron opticals because, you know, it uses light and less double clicks. But yeah, the TTC Nihil should have no problems as well. It depends which you prefer. For the scroll wheel, it actually is similar size to a normal gaming mice. Yeah, I don't think it is smaller. But yeah, it is rubberized. It does have a pretty nice tensioning, not too tight or too loose. It is also very easy to spam. For the side buttons, they are smaller, I'm pretty sure, which makes sense because, you know, you have a smaller space over here. You don't want to have like normal side buttons that'll take the whole space. But yeah, they are pretty snappy. There is actually no mush to them. Very minimal side-to-side action. But yeah, they do feel very nice, these side buttons. And talking about the post pre-travel, the main clicks as well have very minimal post pre-travel. They feel very snappy. I love how they feel like. But okay, moving on to the weight, they do claim around 31 grams. So let's see how accurate that is. 33.3, pretty close. I'd say it is pretty accurate. Oh, it raised 0.1, but yeah, very lightweight, no problems with that. But moving on to the shape, it is pretty similar to the Darmoshark M5. Kinda on the HDR 8K, not much though on the top view because it has like this like cave in on the HDR for the J-Wolves. Kinda similar on the HSK as well, but that is a little fatter and higher over here. Credits to Elo Shapes, by the way, for those shape comparisons. But yeah, like I mentioned earlier, it is a fingertip focused mouse, but I can see it being a claw grip mouse. I can actually feel a little comfortable, not as comfortable as like, let's say, the Ying over here, but yeah, we'll see later. We're gonna be playing with it. But yeah, say you have smaller hands than my 18 by 8 centimeters, then yeah, I can definitely see this being a claw grip or like maybe even palm grip, I don't know. But yeah, the target is definitely fingertippers or like very small hands. But okay, moving on to the performance, this does have a 3950HS sensor inside, very latest. It can go up to 8000 Hz polling rate. MCU is Nordic 52840, and it does have a 220 mAh battery, which is pretty big enough. I'm pretty used to charging my mouse every day. I think that will be enough for me and for a lot of you probably. But yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and plug this dongle in. As you can see, the eyes are lighting up and the mouse is probably gonna be working. And yep, here it is working. Very nice. Let's go ahead and go to the web software. Click this one on the top right, mouse, and then just click this. And here we are. We can have different profiles, change the polling rate, 8000 hertz of course, angle snap, debounce time, sleep time, lock combination, lift off distance. I'm gonna have mine on 2, ripple control, motion sync, high speed mode. You can also customize the DPI, can go up to 30,000. We can get very customizable as well with the X and the Y DPI. But okay, moving on to key bindings, of course, we can change the key binds. And we also have lighting, which is gonna be the one for the dongle. Don't really need to change that. Single color, single breadth color, just disable it. And we can also set macros. Yeah, pretty much all of the things that you will be needing is over here on the web-based software of the WLMOUSE. But okay, now let's go ahead and test this out on the polling rate tester app. Yeah, that is pretty accurate. 8000 hertz, no problems with that. But okay, let's go ahead and further test this mouse out in game.
My out's ready. I'll handle this. Here.
Oh, over here.
I'm back.
Wait! Break the door to cover up!
One enemy remaining.
I know a bad smoke. Yeah.
I go.
Wait, fix. I'm holding it, I'm holding it.
Flashing, flashing.
Look sharp. Walk it off, G. Going up.
Nest.
Fucking 20.
Only.
Watch your eyes. Sit down.
One on top.
Wait, one mid. Care behind.
Critical hit. My ult is ready. Get out of my way.
My out's ready.
One enemy remaining. Spike down A.
Sorry.
One enemy remaining.
So after playing and testing with the WLMOUSE Miao, here's my experience so far. Now as you saw from the gameplay, it didn't hold me back when I was gaming, but I thought I was gonna feel uncomfortable after like a few minutes gaming with it. But surprisingly, after a lot of games, claw gripping this small mouse is actually comfortable for me. At first, it wasn't as like, it's really not that comfortable, but after getting used to it, it suddenly felt comfortable. Like it's actually natural. I mean, to be fair, I don't really have a proper claw grip where you just go like this. I mean I can, even if I have a proper claw grip, I actually think I can do it with this mouse. But yeah, to be fair, I don't have a proper claw grip. I grip like this, so it's kind of weird, and surprisingly, it felt amazing. I was able to perform amazingly with the mouse. I think you saw it, like my flicks felt amazing. If you have a claw grip and you have small hands or around 18 by 8 centimeter hands, claw gripping this mouse might be possible for you with a little bit of getting used to as well, because yeah, it definitely has that hump. The default dot skates that came with the mouse, I didn't feel the need to change them. They felt amazing on my Tekkusai Singularity. But yeah, what else? The holes didn't really bother me. It actually felt amazing. I usually sweat, but with the holes, it kind of helps with the ventilation, or I don't know. It's also a pretty small mouse, so it doesn't really cover my palm. I didn't really encounter any issues. There is no double clicking on the clicks, and the scroll wheel also scrolled perfectly, you know, up and down. Oh, and yeah, another thing that I had to get used to is the sensor position. I mean, it's not in a weird place. It is, I'd say it is pretty middle of the mouse. But again, because of how small the mouse is, I kind of have to grip the mouse closer inner to me, so the sensor kind of went down a little bit if you're planning to kind of claw grip the mouse like how I'm doing it. But it was pretty easy to get used to personally. I also didn't really have the mouse dying on me. Again, I'm pretty used to charging it every day, so yeah. I might have forgotten to mention, but yeah, the weight balancing is pretty middle. Yeah, I'd say it is pretty balanced. I have no problems with it. But yeah, again, as I mentioned, I just had an amazing experience with this mouse. More amazing than I thought it would ever be, because like, bro, this is a fingertip mouse. I'm a claw gripper. Like, I'm really considering maining it. It's just that I've been using I've gotten used to big mice like this. So I'm still kind of feeling it. Like, I'm not 100% sure if I'm gonna main it. I'm definitely gonna be keeping it on my desk, maybe switch with it. It's a really interesting mouse, especially for my grip. It just fits unexpectedly. But yeah, would I recommend this mouse? Well, for me personally, again, I'm considering maining it. Just had an amazing experience with it. And for my grip specifically, I liked it and my hand size. But if you have like quite the big hand size, I'm afraid that you'll be stuck with fingertip for this mouse. So if you don't use fingertip and you don't think you're gonna like fingertip, I'm afraid I can't just recommend this mouse for you. If you wanna try it, go ahead. It's like an amazing fingertip mouse. Or maybe you have a weird grip or some sort of grip that you think will fit this mouse, like mine. Like mine's not really a fingertip. Again, it's like claw hybrid palm grip and fits with this mouse so good. If you're kinda in a similar position as me, then yeah, sure, go ahead and try it, but I won't guarantee that you're gonna like it, because I can definitely see this shape being like small, too small for a lot of people. Except if you have a fingertip, of course. You'd like this small shape if you have a fingertip. But even though I see claw grippers liking the shape of this mouse, I still don't think though that it is the safest choice for claw grippers. Something like the Ying would definitely be a safer shape. Now let's also talk about quickly if you have a palm grip. Would I think this is a good mouse for you? Well, palm grippers, I feel like this is just a more comfortable shape, like full-sized mouse for you, or ergo mouse even. With this, you can probably palm grip it, but your palm is gonna be empty, if that makes sense. So I don't know if some palm grippers out there will find that comfortable. Yeah, it's still not the safest shape for you, definitely. So yeah, I think I talked enough about who I would recommend this mouse to be specific, the shape. But yeah, like everything else is just amazing. But okay, now let's go ahead and move on to the price. Is it even worth it? Well, you can get it for around $145, less with my discount code MIGSS. So yeah, that's definitely not on the budget price range of things. But if you like what you've heard, you like WLMOUSE, I've tested a lot of their mouse, they're amazing. You could definitely trust their brand, or at least I've had an amazing experience with them. The mouse is just amazing. The magnesium shell, durability, I can definitely see it lasting for a long time. The performance is pretty much top of the line, pretty latest. Yeah, I think it is worth it actually. But yeah, again, as I mentioned, I can definitely see that price not being worth it for those that don't end up liking the shape. This is definitely not a shape for everyone, for every grippers. I would recommend it for the right people. I think this mouse is worth it. If you're interested, mouse will be first link in the description. Again, please use my discount code MIGSS. It would really support me a lot and the channel. I would really appreciate it. And please use my affiliate links in the description if you can. It would also support the channel a lot. Would really appreciate it. And I want to give a little disclaimer. This mouse is sent to me by WLMOUSE, but that won't change my review. Everything that you've been hearing me say about this mouse are all my honest opinions and review, and yeah, that's really my experience. It is surprisingly a comfortable mouse. But yeah, I pray and hope that this video helped you in some way. I'll go ahead and see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to stay grateful and remember, Jesus loves you. Bye bye.